Okay, so when it comes to Nassar promoting Rob, it's really hard for me to think of pros to this situation if he did promote it. The only thing I would say is there seems to be a lot of like actual potential for change. Like he can make things done. The only problem, and so if he promoted him and gave him valuable feedback in his evaluations that he has to sit down with him and do, then he could potentially set him straight for the rest of his career within Morgan Stanley's environment. That's only as if Rob it starts to realize the value of teamwork that Morgan Stanley, because obviously before they weren't as successful, but people were actually happy going to work. And to me, that is more important than being like the number one bank as far as like the organization up top. With the new culture being in place, it does take time. They're focusing more on the culture rather than sales right now. Obviously, it's a business, so they focus on both, but that is their main push right now. And so over time, they can shift their focus. Okay, now we got our culture established. Now we can work on sales, and how can we mesh those two things together be a little bit more aggressive on sales while retaining our culture, new established culture. So that's the only thing with Asar promoting Rob is that's a if situation. That's the only pro that I got. But as far as cons, there are so many cons if he promotes Rob. If he promotes him, then what happens? That it's just kind of like rewarded disobedience, rewarded behavior that is anti-culture. So people are going to quit if nothing is done, because they're like, what, you said this, you're making all of us do this, and now there's this exception. And so that's going to hurt the company's employees' job satisfaction. It's going to hurt turnover rates. It's going to hurt potentially the way he treats all of his subordinates when he is a manager. It's going to hurt all of that, because if he doesn't realize what's happening and can actually practice that, then who knows how that managing is going to go. And so it violates the company's integrity, and it's a if situation. And if they don't promote him this year and just wait till next year, if he leaves, then it goes to show how honest he was in his self-evaluation of, yeah, I do need to do better. But if he stays, that means he genuinely is like sorry about how he treated his coworkers and how he went about business, and he values what they value, and then he get promoted the next year. I would say reward based off of performance and behavior included, not just performance.